It is Tuesday. I was gone on Friday. We were touching grass up north. Camping, paddleboarding, and kayaking was a lot better than the content they released, I'll tell you that much. Today we got a brand new update. We'll talk about it here. Leave a like down below, subscribe to the channel, and let's get into it. We have a lot of stuff this week. We have the brand new Lou Gehrig program that is out today, celebrating Lou Gehrig and his fight against ALS. And you've got a reward path of some XP. You got some stubbage. You get one pack, just one. Just one. 4K XP. You get a bat skin right here. That's not bad. And you get 4K, you get one pack again. Two. Two overall, and then you get 92 Lou Gehrig. So kind of a condensed program, a smaller one for sure. And it is free. It is free. Lou Gehrig, 90-82 against right-handers, 80-94 against southpaws. The vision at 88, 109 clutch. He's got Silver Shield defense at first base, can play the outfield, but you shouldn't play him in the outfield. He's got some good quirks. He's always going to have, I think he's got about every quirk in the game. 11, I think that's about as many as they have for offensive players. First pitch hitter, unfazed, dead red, breaking ball hitter on top of a really good lefty swing. The Iron Horse, and he's going to be hanging it out there, you know what I mean? He's going to play a bit above his attributes. Not an incredible, insane card if we're looking for adjectives that start with the letter I, but he's okay. He's not too bad, especially for free. There is moment challenges. It doesn't look like there's too much actually to do here. There's 4 of them in total. They equal 20 points, and then there's stat missions with first baseman, 10 hits, 4 extra base hits with 1 Bs, 4 extra base hits with Yankees, 400 PXP with Yankees. You do all that, boom. You get Lou Gehrig. So new program, not bad. You know, a little short, sweet. I'll talk about this briefly at the end because, you know, I wasn't here on Friday. But there is new Conquest alongside that and a new Diamond Quest. We'll show off the new Conquest first, Pinstripes map. You've got, looks like 4 games that you have to play. And if you do so, you get some stuff. You get 2 packs. A Jumbo The Show pack. It might be me. I think this is the worst pack in the game. Jumbo packs are just a chore to open. I don't think I pulled 1 diamond all year. I barely get golds from here. I'd rather have like 2 show packs than one of those. Deluxe choice pack. Of course, you can get the moonshot pack in here, which is pretty good. I mean, it's a vessel to grind out the Lou Gehrig program simply. Otherwise, you could continue to do the magic number and get 5 packs for every time you do it. The new Diamond Quest today, I was wondering when they put out a new map, and today they did. We've got a Justin Steele, a Brandon Nimmo, a Jim Thome, and a Whitey Ford. Really do like the touch on the, the Whitey Ford and the Jim Thome have the same card art, but the Thome is a Topps Heritage, referencing back to that. Pretty nice look. I love the look of Topps Heritage. Probably because I'm a geezer. I mean, you see, you're listening to Stevie Wonder. I like that stuff. Whitey Ford coming in as if the Yankees needed more cards. 96 hit per 9, 81 K per 9, 77 BB9, 109 pitch clutch. He's got 5 pitches. Slider, 4-seam, sinker, changeup, and curveball. None of them thrown particularly hard, but that means he's going to throw strikes. He's going to have a tight pars. He's been doing his Kegels. He's okay. Not that incredible. Jim Thome, he's a platooner for sure. Yeah, that's what he was towards the end of his career, especially once he came to Minnesota. He was mashing against righties, not so much against lefties. The fielding is probably way too high, realistically. I don't think he really ever played first base for the White Sox, did he? I mean, Konerko was there. He's got 101, 125 against right, 78, 75 against lefties, 50 vision, 103 clutch. I mean, he's got some quirks. The vision's pretty piss poor. Even like on lower difficulties, you're going to notice that he's got 50 vision. Like maybe it's time to go into the eye doctor, Jim. Is he a pinch hitter? He's not. Oh, well. Not the best 2 cards I've ever seen in my life. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. Justin Steele, 5-pitch pony, 4-seam, slider, sinker, circle, changeup, and a slurve. 91, 85, 69, 94-pitch clutch. He's okay. I mean, Cubs theme team definitely could get some use there, but again, not like an incredible card. Brandon Nimmo, 97, 107. Good contact, 70 and 50 power, respectively. Great fielding, 92. That's a ton. That's pretty good. If there's one thing to write home about this card, he's got a nice glove. Not the best group of cards I've ever seen. Today from Diamond Quest or the Lou Gehrig program, unfortunately. But luckily, this is one out of many updates that is coming this week. We do have, and we do know, looking forward, we've got tomorrow or Wednesday, not a Tuesday update, a Wednesday update. Flash of the Past, brand new card series. Which that means a program, a pack, a collection. Think Moonshot, think New Threads, think the Prospect series. We're going to have like 30-plus cards coming on Wednesday within that new series. Hopefully that has lots of promise. We don't really know much about it yet, other than it's a flash from the past. How long ago? Who knows? And then Friday, of course, we've got a couple of things. We had the Weekend Classic, the third iteration of that, which definitely went smoother the second time. Hopefully even better. Maybe they got better servers for the third time, so you don't freeze every other game. And on top of that, we've also got POTM, the Spotlight stuff. This Friday marks the 5th and final program for the month of May. So make sure to play the Spotlight. If you have all those programs complete, you'll get the Lightning card come Friday after you complete the next one that comes out. So that's cool. And then the 4th inning program. We're going to have, new bosses. We're going to have new ranked seasons coming on Monday or the Tuesday after next week. So there's a lot of content coming forward. And this, I suppose, always will be existing for the next month. And that is the Sammy Sosa program. Now, this is obviously a different in structure thing they're doing here. It's kind of a flashback to like the daily moment programs that they used to have in the game. And to be honest, I don't think that it is bad. I think it's a cool thing to do to kind of switch up the grind a little bit. And I think the Sosa overall is a pretty good card. Yes, the vision's lower. It is going to be difficult to have a ton of success with him at the high difficulties, like Legend, and even Hall of Fame, you're going to notice it again, and then GOAT difficulty, of course. But again, most players are not playing there. I don't think that's a bad card. But what I would have changed here, something here, maybe. I guess I would just put something at the beginning. My idea, you gave Gehrig a 92. If that's what you want, you want to have chase packs and 94s, 92s in the program. That's a different argument. I would have put like a 92 Sammy Sosa for doing one moment challenge, a good card that people can use and get these missions done as well. If you're going to have missions that fit, right fielders, Cubs. Who is a right fielder for the Cubs? Sammy Sosa. Have him be obtainable right away. You get your packs and your XP along the way. And then maybe this is a 97 Sammy Sosa, because this is, again, a pretty good card. But that is right now. You're not going to get him for a month. You don't get him until the end of June. And I don't think it's a terrible amount. It's like 20 moment challenges. He hit 20 home runs in the month of June. I would have made it a little bit better. Have this be an opportunity where you can really let something shine. Is it the end of the world if this card is a little bit better than some of the other stuff? This gives you a chance to highlight Sammy Sosa. This is what people could call back 2 years later and be like, oh man, remember when they put out that incredible Sammy Sosa for playing moment challenges? That was like one of the best cards of the game. And you got him free. You know what I'm saying? Because this Sosa, when you get him a few days later, they're going to have 96s in the inning program and in ranked seasons. So probably 97s in chase packs. It's just a pacing problem. I don't think it's a horrible program. I just would have had a little something that you could get at the front of things and then a little bit more of a payoff. because I get the complaints of people saying, well, okay, there's not really much here, certainly right now at the very least. So that is going on. That's kind of my thoughts on what they're doing there, I suppose, with the Sosa stuff. I also want to talk about the patch that they put out today as well. That game update went live earlier today. Really, the only stuff that happened is they updated player models for a handful of guys, which is cool. It's nice to have players look like themselves, as long as they have a face scan. If they don't have a face scan, they look like an alien. They look like E.T. But they did change gameplay. They adjusted drag and push bunts to be less successful on higher hitting difficulties. So, namely, you're going to see that change both online and then also offline. Diamond Quest, a lot of people are probably thinking of, because a lot of people are going in and playing Diamond Quest on Legend difficulty, GOAT difficulty, and just sort of bunting through things to get the win, get the Stadium Challenge done, and not really playing the game. They were making stubs that way. I don't think it's a crime to make stubs. I do, however, think that bunting was way too overpowered broadly within the game. You know, it sucked for people who were, trying to get some stubs in Diamond Quest, and I get it is difficult if you are not a repeatable winner on those high difficulties to really have much use of this. If you're playing for like 50% drop rates, 50% chance you don't get the card almost every other time. That's not fun, obviously. But for online purposes, I think that's great. I don't think this is any hot take here. Bunting online is really annoying. And you've got so many speedsters in the game, like a Pete Crow Armstrong. If I see PCA, if I see him in that batter's box, I'm assuming my opponent's going to bunt. Even if they haven't bunted that whole game, even if Pete swung the bat 4 or 5 times, and this is his 6th at-bat, I'm still going to play bunt defense, because if you don't and they drop it down 99 speed, it's almost a guaranteed bunt it's almost a guaranteed hit every single time. And then with how broken stealing is, it's a guaranteed steal. So it might as well be a guaranteed double. And that's really annoying. So I get the frustration for Diamond Quest, but if this can, and it says to be less successful, I haven't really had a chance to get my greasy mitts on it yet. I don't know how less successful that is. Are you going to hit the ball? I don't really know. My chat has said it is like noticeably more difficult. We'll see. But long story short, it's good that you can't just press triangle and get auto doubles online. I think that's a good change, and that's my opinion. But I'll quit rambling here. Lou Gehrig program is out in the game today. We've got brand new card series, huge update on Wednesday, and then maybe even a bigger one on Friday with May Lightning flashback cards. You've got the Weekend Classic 4th inning program. There's a lot to look forward to, and hopefully it's well executed. No camping trips planned within this week, so we will be here for both. We're going to be streaming a bunch, so come check us out as well. Thank you guys very much for watching this one. Let me know, are you going to get Gehrig? Is he your starting first baseman?